We have a new #1 contender and 2 championship matches here tonight. Welcome everyone to PTW Brutality, where tonight we have got a lot of action in store. The Tag Team Championships and the United States Championship both on the line here tonight. It'll be this man right there, CM Punk, challenging for the US title. There you see him backstage, warming up for his matchup in tonight's main event. But we also have this is security footage from Shawn Michaels' office. This picture was taken of him and AJ Styles. Looks like they're in a bit of a shouting match. So some interesting footage there. But of course, as we just mentioned, Rey Mysterio will defend the United States Championship against CM Punk in tonight's main event. What a matchup that will be. And then the Tag Team Championships on the line. It's the New Day against Sheamus and Rusev. A big grudge match there. But then triple threat action as well. Swerve Strickland, Buddy Murphy, and Ilja Dragunov. And also we have the Monster Among Men against the underdog from the underground, Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn. They go one-on-one here tonight. But now in the ring, we have all of the women's division. And in the middle of the ring there is Charlotte Flair, microphone in hand. She said she was going to address the women's division here tonight. And Charlotte Flair with a slap to the women's champion, and Asuka's not gonna take that. Asuka and Charlotte Flair now going at it, and the woman trying to pull them apart here. And Charlotte Flair, she was talking a lot of trash for someone who hasn't even wrestled a match here in PTW, but she believes she is better than everyone in the women's division, including the women's champion Asuka. But now things heated between those two. They gotta be pulled apart, separated by the rest of the women's division. But now we gotta get to our first matchup of the night. The Tag Team Championships on the line. The New Day defend against Sheamus and Rusev. Now this matchup was made last episode by Shawn Michaels and Sheamus and Rusev. These guys have been a thorn in the side of the New Day for quite some time. But especially in recent weeks, ever since Big E left, and we have not seen him since. Sheamus and Rusev have been poking fun at that fact. But now tonight they get their one-on-one shots at the Tag Team Championships. Sheamus and Rusev, they are confident that they can beat the New Day. They're confident they've got inside the champions' heads. But we'll see if the New Day and their power of positivity can overcome that. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods have held those titles since WrestleMania 3, and they've defended them valiantly. But now tonight this matchup is certainly a lot more personal for the New Day than some of their previous title defenses. They're not only fighting for themselves, they're fighting for Big E, and they're fighting with the animosity and the hatred between these two teams. As both teams now discussing strategy, you don't want to lose your head in a matchup like this with the tag team titles on the line. But now we see this matchup going to get underway. Kofi Kingston and Rusev starting things off for their teams. As now Rusev quickly overpowers Kofi Kingston there. And that had to be the expected outcome. Rusev, the Bulgarian brute, the powerhouse, now going after Kingston, clubbing blows to the back and the headbutts from Rusev. Rusev in control early on, picking up Kofi. Kofi though lands on his feet and hits a drop kick. Kofi Kingston trying to fight back here, but now he's caught by Rusev. And Rusev, that belly-to-belly throw to the outside. And that's a hard landing from Kofi Kingston onto the floor. But now the tag is made. Sheamus is now the legal man. And Sheamus with a full head of steam takes down Kofi Kingston. The Irishman was running full speed there. And Rusev and Sheamus, they've got the upper hand early on, as Sheamus bringing Kofi back into the ring. And the Celtic Warrior picking him up here. Kofi though ducking under the clothesline, and now here comes Kingston. Jumping clothesline there. And Kofi now trying to regain momentum for his team. He's going to make the tag to Xavier Woods. In comes Woods now with the forearm and the kick and the enziguri. Woods and the New Day starting to fire up here. As now the champions working in tandem as Woods. The tornado DDT there. The cover on Sheamus, who kicks out. But Xavier Woods helping the New Day get back in the fight here. The New Day have been without Big E for a while now as they sent Sheamus in the corner. And Woods now with the stomps. But they won those titles without Big E. And since Big E came back, he's felt a bit ostracized from the group. As Kofi now with the stomps in the corner. And so Big E left. He went home, leaving Kofi and Woods here. But they're working together just fine in the ring now as the assisted leg drop by Xavier Woods. But still, guys like Sheamus and Rusev. But now here comes Kofi with a cross body cover on Sheamus, who kicks out. But Rusev and Sheamus still going after the New Day. But Kofi now the SOS thrown off, but Sheamus, Irish Curse backbreaker. Lots of action here. But Sheamus and Rusev, they've been trying to get inside the heads of the New Day. by bringing up Big E over and over. And now Rusev has got Kofi with a fallaway slam. So not only is Woods making the tag, Woods now trying to fight back with the punches. But now a big discus forearm from Woods coming off the ropes. But there was Rusev. Spinning heel kick. Not only do Rusev and Sheamus have the size advantage, but they believe they've got the mental advantage over the New Day as well. But now, Rusev, sizing up Xavier Woods, could be looking for the Machka kick right here. He goes for it. Woods, though, getting out of the way and throwing Rusev to the outside. The Bulgarian Brute now down on the outside, and the tag is made to Kofi Kingston. Kofi is going to climb onto that top rope, and here comes Kofi! A trust fall to the outside, takes down Rusev. And that is one way to neutralize the big man. As Kofi now, the two legal men, gotta get back in the ring. And Kofi trying to help the New Day retain their championships as he hits the boom drop. Rusev, though, kicks out. But Kofi now, you gotta believe the New Day are in control of this matchup. It's been back and forth, but now Kofi Kingston has got Rusev in his sights, and he is calling for it. The Trouble in Paradise. But now, tag is made to Sheamus, and now Sheamus has caught Kofi with the white noise. White noise from Sheamus, catching Kofi out of midair. And the Celtic Warrior. Now Sheamus eyeing up Kofi Kingston, and Sheamus now is calling for it, signaling for the bro kick as Kofi gets back to his feet, but Kofi though avoids it, and the SOS. SOS from Kofi Kingston. And now Woods, he wants the tag, and Kofi makes it. In comes Xavier Woods, and he's fired up, taking down Sheamus there. And now Woods, waiting for Sheamus to get back to his feet. Woods is calling for it here, looking for the honor roll, and he hits it. Honor roll from Woods. The tag is made by Rusev though, and Rusev bringing Woods into the corner, overpowering him. Kofi though made the tag, and the Trouble in Paradise. Trouble in Paradise from Kingston. Drops Rusev. Rusev might be out from that kick. And now the New Day realizing this could be their chance. Woods up on the second rope. Kofi's got him up for the midnight hour. Wait a minute. The music plays. And is he back? Is it Big E? The music's playing, but nobody's coming out. Nobody's here, and Rusev now sending Kofi into Woods. Woods take it down to the outside, and the Machka kick from Rusev. The New Day's music played. I think everyone in this arena thought it was Big E making his return, but now the tag made to Sheamus, and Rusev now has got Kofi Kingston, and he has locked in the accolade. The accolade locked in, and we've seen Sheamus and Rusev go for this move before. Rusev has got the accolade, and now Sheamus with the bro kick. Bro kick by Sheamus, and the cover.
1, 2, 3.
And we have new Tag Team Champions. Rusev and Sheamus celebrating. But right now there's a palpable, deflated feeling in this arena. I thought and everyone thought Big E was coming out to make his return. But instead, we have new Tag Team Champions. Rusev and Sheamus, you never want to see a title match end like that with outside circumstances. But the New Day have lost at the end of the day, and we have new Tag Team Champions, Sheamus and Rusev. Kofi and Woods, you gotta feel for them. But at the end of the day, we have new Tag Team Champions. And now we go backstage as Headless Man stands by with the Big Show. Well, I'm now joined by the Big Show. And Big Show, we know you've been nursing that ankle injury for the past couple episodes now. But we hear you've got an update for us. So Big Show, what can you tell us? Well, Headless Man, let me tell you, this ankle injury has been real tough. But I got good news. I am going to be back in action next episode. Alright, Big Show, back in action. Great to hear. Any info on that matchup? Yeah, I got it right here. I'm going to be part of an all-star tag team match. Yeah, that's right. An all-star tag team match against me. So Big Show, I don't care who's on your team in that match, but I know your big ass is going to be like an anchor holding everybody down. And if you try to get in that ring with me, I'll hurt a lot more than just your little ankle. Alright, but let's now get back to you guys at ringside. You heard it here first though, Big Show is back in action, and we've got an all-star tag match next episode. Hey, Audio Man, thanks for playing that music. Your timing was perfect. Now, next six-pack you want, any kind of beer you want, it's on us, alright? Hey, you played that music? Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? You gonna go get Big E? Oh my god! Sheamus and Rusev paid off the audio guy, and now the New Day brawling with a backstage Shawn Michaels trying to get the camera off. Well, we got triple threat action up next. Swerve Strickland, Buddy Murphy, and Ilja Dragunov, but we're not just going to speed past that. Sheamus and Rusev paid the audio operator to play the music there to distract the New Day. It was all a ruse from Sheamus and Rusev, and they're the new Tag Team Champions because of it. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what a turn of events there. And you can't blame the New Day for attacking them after that. But now we gotta focus on this matchup right here as Buddy Murphy comes to the ring accompanied by Ty Dillinger. And Buddy Murphy, last episode he lost when this man made his debut. Ilja Dragunov, the Mad Dragon. Murphy, he wanted a match, but he was not expecting to see this man, Ilja Dragunov. A huge debut, and I gotta say I'm very excited to see what he can do here on Brutality. Last episode, his debut was just a taste, as he defeated Buddy Murphy. But that of course led to this triple threat match being made with Swerve Strickland as well. As Buddy and Swerve, they have their own animosity between them. But Buddy Murphy, you gotta believe he's wanting revenge after he was upstaged by Dragunov's debut last episode. But now here is Swerve Strickland. And Swerve Strickland has had a lot of talk over the last couple weeks. He is trying to build his embassy, his own words. But last episode we know he was talking with Ty Dillinger among others, and Buddy Murphy did not take too kindly to that. He wanted Dillinger to accompany him ringside, but Dillinger was backstage talking with Swerve Strickland. And of course Swerve Strickland and Ilja Dragunov, they've got their own tensions as well. But Swerve Strickland, there's a lot going on behind the scenes with him, and he's trying to build an embassy. But now we got this triple threat matchup to get underway as Dragunov coming out like a house of fire, going after Swerve Strickland. But now, again with the strikes to Buddy Murphy. Swerve though, with the boot to Dragunov. This thing getting off to a fast start here, but now Buddy Murphy and Swerve Strickland face to face, eye to eye. And this is an interesting stare down after what happened last episode. Buddy Murphy does not like Swerve Strickland, but now Murphy with the knee to Ilja Dragunov. Well, I was not expecting that. Murphy looked like he was gonna go after Swerve. But now what is this? Swerve and Murphy, they're communicating here. Swerve telling Murphy to go after Dragunov. And Swerve now going to the outside. But now there's Dillinger joining in the assault on Ilja Dragunov. What is happening here? Swerve Strickland's getting on a table. But now Buddy Murphy, the Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law to Ilja Dragunov. And well, maybe Murphy and Swerve putting their own tensions aside to work together to take out Dragunov, but I think this is more than that, as Dillinger's setting up a table. There is something going on here tonight, as now Murphy and Dillinger, they've got Dragunov on the table, and the Swerve Stomp! Swerve Stomp through the table from Swerve Strickland. And it looks like this may have been the plan all along.
2, 3.
Buddy Murphy just watches as Swerve pins Dragunov for the win. Was this premeditated from Swerve Strickland, Ty Dillinger, and Buddy Murphy? It sure looks like it. As Dragunov was put through the table, Buddy Murphy, he was not on the same page as Swerve Strickland last episode, but it sure looks like they're on the same page now. Swerve Strickland stands tall, and look at this, there's the Ascension, Connor and Victor. And what are they doing here? Now they are going after Dragunov. What is this? The Ascension now throwing Dragunov to the outside, dumping him onto the floor. And Swerve was holding back. Murphy and Dillinger there. But the Ascension, we know Swerve talked to them as well about joining his embassy. And now look at this. All 5 men standing together. Swerve Strickland said he was building something. And he has now orchestrated this unit, all standing together. Hey, listen up. Do we have your attention now? I told you all that I was building something, and now you see it before your eyes. This is Swerve's embassy. We are here, and boy, we are not going away. You want to bring in new people like Ilja Dragunov, while teams like the Ascension, guys like Buddy Murphy and Ty Dillinger, been busting their ass for years? It's not gonna happen anymore. We are done being cannon fodder for these so-called main event talents when we are the real main event talents. And I'll tell you what, now I got 2 pistols at my hip for the Tag Team Battle Royal at PTW Revolt. That's right, the Ascension, Buddy Murphy, and Ty Dillinger are all gonna be in it, and they're gonna bring it home for the embassy. And as for me, I'm Swerve Strickland, a mogul, a rapper, one of the best guys in this business. So listen when I tell you right now. Now that the Swerve Embassy is here, this is no longer brutality. This is Swerve's house. Well, Swerve's Embassy is official. And not only that, the Ascension, Buddy Murphy and Ty Dillinger are all gonna be in the Tag Team Battle Royal at PTW Revolt. And that is a tandem that would make anyone look over their shoulder. But speaking of tag teams now, Headless Man standing by with the Young Bucks and the Hardy Boys. I'm now joined by the Young Bucks and the Hardy Boys, and both you teams will be participating in the Tag Team Battle Royal at PTW Revolt, but you'll also be facing off against each other next episode. Anything to say? Yeah, we got something to say. We've always looked up to the Hardy Boys. They were like heroes to us when we were growing up, but now we've come close to the tag team titles, but we want to take them for ourselves. So Matt, Jeff, no disrespect, you guys are legends, but next episode it's gonna be a super kick party, and that's only a preview for what we're gonna do when we win the Tag Team Battle Royal at PTW Revolt. Well, Young Bucks, that's real nice of you to say we're your heroes and all, but we were winning Tag Team Championships when you were still throwing super kicks in your backyard. So next episode, these so-called old legends gonna teach you a thing or two and show you we still got what it takes when we win the Tag Team Battle Royal at PTW Revolt. Well, I can't wait to see these two tag teams face off next episode. We'll get back to you at ringside. Hey Ray, good luck in your title match tonight against CM Punk. Ortiz and I, we know you can do it. But hey man, if you need any backup out there with John Matsu running around, you just let us know, alright? We got your back. Thank you boys, thank you, it means a lot. But I'm gonna have Sin Cara out there at ringside. He's gonna watch my back to make sure nothing goes wrong. But hey man, you're wishing me good luck, thank you. I wish you guys good luck at PTW Revolt in the Tag Team Battle Royal. Thank you Ray, thank you. On Breakdown, we're gonna go up against the Revival, get a win under our belt before Revolt. Alright, that sounds great. I'll see you boys around. Rey Mysterio getting some backup for the main event tonight. But up next, Sami Zayn might need some backup because he's going one-on-one with the monster among men, Braun Strowman. And now these two men, they faced off in the gauntlet match last episode. But at that point, Sami Zayn had already gone through John Cena and Jon Moxley before going up against the monster. It was unfortunately a matchup Sami Zayn was never gonna win, but now tonight, Zayn gets Strowman one-on-one. Now we'll see if Sami Zayn can overcome the odds like he's done so many times before. But it is gonna be no easy task for the underdog, because he is going one-on-one with a monster. Braun Strowman nearly became the #1 contender for the PTW Championship in that gauntlet match. It came down to the final two, Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. But of course Roman Reigns ended up as the winner. So Braun Strowman, he's got to have a chip on his shoulder coming into this matchup. He's got to believe that he wants to be in line for a championship match. And so you have to imagine he is going to want to run through Sami Zayn here tonight. But we'll see what happens here as Zayn and Strowman go one-on-one. And Strowman comes out swinging right away. But Zayn battling back with the punches. But look at Strowman now. But Zayn on his back with the sleeper hold. Trying to stick and move. That's got to be the mindset of Zayn in this matchup. But now trying to wear down the monster with that sleeper. But Braun Strowman, look at that. Just tossing him over the shoulder there. Landing hard on the canvas. And the monster among men has now got Sami Zayn clubbing blow right to the chest from Braun Strowman. And Zayn, he's going to want to avoid moves like that here tonight if he wants any chance of defeating Braun Strowman. Because all it really takes is one big shot from the monster as he now throws Zayn over the top rope to the outside. Zayn can get in as many punches as he wants, but it just takes one big one from Braun to completely change this matchup. As now on the outside, slamming Zayn against the ring. And now Braun Strowman just launching him like a lawn dart into that turnbuckle post. Might got a minute to check on Sami Zayn after that one, just thrown full speed into that ring post. But now Braun Strowman picking him up here. He's got Zayn up. Zayn though trying to fight out of it, getting back into the ring. And now here comes Zayn. The baseball slide dropkick. Perhaps I spoke too soon as Sami Zayn trying to come back here. And he's gonna fly. Sami Zayn comes over the top, taking out Braun Strowman. And that is what it's going to take from Sami Zayn here tonight. Putting it all on the line as he takes out Strowman with that dive. As Braun now trying to get back to his feet, but Sami, what is he thinking here? He is lining it up with Braun Strowman, looking for the DDT, but Braun catches him, and Braun Strowman now slamming him back first into the ring apron, the hardest part of the ring. And now Strowman back in the ring now, picking up Sami Zayn here. And Braun Strowman now has got him in a bear hug there, trying to squeeze the life out of Sami Zayn. That bear hug locked in. Zayn trying to fight out of it. And now he's got Strowman. Strowman though picks him back up. The clothesline, but Zayn with a boot. Zayn trying to fight back, and now Sami Zayn is looking for an exploder suplex. But Braun Strowman just too big as he sends Zayn to the corner. And now Strowman just tossing him across the ring. And Zayn, he maybe got a bit too ambitious, going for that exploder suplex on Braun Strowman. As Strowman now quickly overpowers him. And now here comes Braun with the dropkick. That's a 400-pound dropkick from Braun Strowman, running full speed at Sami Zayn. And Braun now, he's not done yet. Picking up Sami Zayn. Strowman could be looking to finish it off here. He's got him up for the power slam. Zayn trying to fight out of it in the corner, and he does. Zayn now with the missile drop kick off the top. Drops the monster and the cover. Braun kicks out though. Zayn connecting with the missile drop kick. But it's going to take a lot more than that to take down Braun Strowman for the 3 count. Zayn now going after Strowman with a forearm, and now he's coming at him again. And again, Sami Zayn going for another one, but Strowman intercepts him with a huge clothesline. And all it takes is one big move from Strowman, and it completely changes the trajectory of this matchup as Zayn trying to pull himself to his feet, but now sending Strowman shoulder first in the turnbuckle. And this could be the moment for Zayn. This could be his chance. He's got Strowman in the corner, and Zayn could be looking for the Helluva Kick here. Can he hit the Helluva Kick? No, Braun caught it. That's Strowman throwing Zayn to the ground. And now Braun picking him up. He has got him on the shoulders. And the power slam. Power slam from Braun Strowman.
3.
And that will do it. It was a valiant effort from Sami Zayn here tonight. But the underdog could not topple the monster. A big win for Braun Strowman as he defeats Sami Zayn. And Zayn now gonna have to regroup after that one. We know he's been trying to rebuild his stock ever since losing to John Morrison. But he can't get the win here tonight. Instead, the monster among men is the one standing tall as Braun Strowman picks up the win.
Sean, I want in that tag team battle royal. I need to get my hands on Swerve's embassy. I don't care what it takes.
Alright, Ilja. I hear you, man. I hear you. Alright, I get it. You want to get your revenge on Swerve and his embassy. That's fine by me. But here's the thing. In the tag team battle royal, you need a tag team partner. So, I respect the fire, but you gotta come back and find a tag team partner. And only then can I give you a spot in the tag team battle royal. Well, Dragunov wants in the tag team battle royal, but he's gonna need a partner. But now Headless Man stands by with AJ Styles. I'm now joined by the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Now AJ, earlier tonight, we were shown security footage of you in Brutality General Manager Shawn Michaels' office. And I hate to assume things, but it looks like you two were in a bit of a shouting match there. So AJ, do you have anything to say about that footage? No, I got absolutely nothing to say about that. What I do have something to say about is the fact that somehow CM Punk gets the United States Championship match in tonight's main event. Alright, CM Punk lost at Ignorance No Bliss to Kevin Owens, and then he comes and disrespects me to my face, and yet he is getting a title match? Does that sound crazy to you, or what? Well, CM Punk, he is one of the best superstars here on Brutality. I don't care. Alright, I don't care. I am one of the best superstars on Brutality. Alright, I came closer to beating John Morrison for that PTW Championship than he ever did. Hey AJ, if you have something to say, why don't you say it to my face? This is why I said what I said to you last week. Because you're always complaining, always whining, instead of getting the job done. That's why at Ignorance No Bliss you lost to John Morrison, while I was PTW champion and I held that championship longer than you've even been here. Yeah, Punk, you would bring up old accomplishments, but right now I am better than you. Phenomenal is better than the best in the world. And I'll prove it to you. How about this, Punk? How about at PTW Revolt, you and me one-on-one? Alright, AJ, you and me at PTW Revolt, that sounds great. But let me add a little twist to it. It's gonna be for the United States Championship because I am winning that title here tonight. Alright, well you heard it here first, folks. At PTW Revolt, CM Punk and AJ Styles. We'll get back to you at ringside. AJ Styles and CM Punk at PTW Revolt is a matchup I'd certainly like to see. But speaking of PTW Revolt, this man will challenge for the PTW Championship, Roman Reigns. He won the gauntlet match last episode after drawing the final entrant. And he will challenge John Morrison for the PTW Championship. Last episode, when I drew the number 5 in that gauntlet match, I knew that I was gonna win, no matter who was put in front of me. And look what happened. I am your new number 1 contender for the PTW Championship. And that is an opportunity I will not let slip through my fingers. John Morrison, you may be the PTW champion, but I am operating on an entirely different level. And when I win that championship at PTW Revolt, you will acknowledge me. Roman Reigns, you sound very confident, and I don't blame you for that. I was impressed when I saw you win that gauntlet match last episode, and I was impressed when I saw you beat John Cena at Ignorance No Bliss. But you talk a big game, but while you were fighting John Cena at Ignorance No Bliss, I was in the main event against AJ Styles. Now, Roman, take this from someone who's always been told he can't be a main event talent. You, my friend, are the perfect build of a main event talent. You've got the look, you've got the build, you've got the power, you have it all. Except for this PTW Championship. Now, I've been told by everybody that I couldn't win the Royal Rumble, and I did it. I was told by everybody that I couldn't win in the main event of WrestleMania, and I did it. I was told I couldn't be PTW champion, and I am. But you, Roman, are the opposite. Because ever since you got to this company, you have been told you can do all these things, yet you haven't. So now, it's your shot at PTW Revolt, you and me, for this PTW Championship. But I'll tell you right now, I am gonna fight with everything I have to keep this title. I just hope that you bring all the potential everyone says you have. That's cute, Morrison. That's real cute. You know, you are right about some things. I do have it all. I do have the build. I do have the look. I do have the power. And you're gonna find out what that means firsthand. You may have beaten a lot of other people to win that PTW championship, but I know I can beat you for that title. And all this potential, boy, you're gonna find out just how real it all is. Because at PTW Revolt, I'm gonna make you my bitch. Roman Reigns and John Morrison, not mincing words there. And I gotta say, I'm excited for that matchup at PTW Revolt. John Morrison and Roman Reigns for the PTW Championship.
A storm is coming. Anarchy, violence, new challengers, and old rivalries. When it all comes to a head, everyone will revolt. PTW Revolt, coming after episode 24.
PTW Revolt is looking more and more like an excellent show. This match made earlier tonight, after they had to be pulled apart in a brawl, the Women's Championship Asuka defends against Charlotte Flair. And then this match also made official CM Punk and AJ Styles. A dream match for a lot of people, and a hate-filled match for the two of them. But then this for the United States Championship. If Rey Mysterio can get through his title defense tonight, he's got Jon Moxley at PTW Revolt. These two have been attacking each other for weeks. They'll settle it at Revolt. And then this, a tag team battle royal. Every tag team can enter. Swerve's Embassy, the Hardy Boys, the Young Bucks, many more, all battling to become #1 contenders for the tag team championships. And then the PTW Championship on the line. Things got a bit personal between them earlier tonight. It's John Morrison and Roman Reigns for the PTW Championship. That next episode on the Go Home Show, we got an all-star 8-man tag match. Morrison, Cena, Big Show, and Zayn versus Reigns, Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman, and Christian. And then the Women's Champion Asuka is in action, going one-on-one with Bayley. Plenty of history between those two women, but then we heard from these two teams earlier tonight. It's the Young Bucks and the Hardy Boys. A bit of a dream match there. But then, one-on-one action, it's Jon Moxley and AJ Styles. They go one-on-one. But right now, we gotta get to our main event. The United States Championship on the line. Rey Mysterio defends the title against CM Punk. And with this United States Championship on the line, this match has got a lot of implications for PTW Revolt. Because this man, CM Punk, earlier tonight he proclaimed he was gonna win that title and then go on to defend it against AJ Styles at PTW Revolt. Punk and Styles have had their own rivalry building over recent episodes, where AJ Styles felt disrespected by CM Punk, feels like Punk doesn't deserve matches like this, while CM Punk has basically told AJ Styles to stop complaining. I mean, Punk has the right to say that he is one of the longest reigning PTW champions. But of course, if Punk wins the title tonight, it could completely change the dynamic at PTW Revolt. But this man, Rey Mysterio, is not gonna give up that title easily. Rey Mysterio, he's been a fighting champion. Just last episode he defended that title against Christian, and now he's defending it against CM Punk. And you see Rey Mysterio's not alone out here, he's got Sin Cara for backup. That's because every match Mysterio's had, Jon Moxley has been attacking him. These two have been attacking each other back and forth. It's been constant between them. So Rey Mysterio, getting help from Sin Cara. Earlier tonight, Santana and Ortiz, they also offered their assistance to Rey Mysterio. But Rey Mysterio, he cannot be worried about Jon Moxley, because tonight he is in the ring with the best in the world, CM Punk. The United States Championship on the line in our main event. And they lock up center of the ring. Punk now overpowering Mysterio into the corner. Mysterio now climbing up on the ropes there. Mysterio springing back to the center of the ring. Punk with a waistlock. Razor drops down and picks the leg of Punk there. Mysterio now that front headlock on Punk. Punk trying to pick him up, but Rey with the DDT. They walk up again now, Punk. pushing Rey to the corner, going for the forearm. Mysterio though avoids it, and now those kicks right to the leg of Punk. But now here comes CM Punk with the knee lift, coming right back at the United States Champion. Now CM Punk, he is no stranger to the main event, no stranger to championship matches, as now that scoop slam to Rey Mysterio. Punk now sending off the ropes. Mysterio tucking the clothesline there, sliding underneath, but Punk though caught him with a kick, and Punk now takes him down. But Rey Mysterio, he's a fighting champion, but CM Punk, he knows all about the reward and the burden of being a champion in this company, as now a test of strength here. Punk overpowering Mysterio, but Rey though springing up on his shoulders, rolls him up here. Punk kicks out, but now Rey, that kick right to the face, and Rey Mysterio putting that quickness and agility to good use here tonight. And now here comes Rey with the drop kick, sending the challenger to the outside. Rey Mysterio and CM Punk, both fan favorites, battling for the US title here tonight. Mysterio now wants Punk back on his feet, and here comes Mysterio, but Punk caught him out of the air, and now he drops him right on the stage. Rey was going for the senton, but CM Punk catching him out of the air and making him pay for it. Rey Mysterio now thrown back into the ring by CM Punk, an unforgiving landing there from Rey. But that's why they call it high risk, as now Punk has got Mysterio in the ring, and look at this. CM Punk now, a surfboard lock, just stretching and bending the back of Mysterio with that surfboard locked in. But Rey though countering into the cover on Punk. Punk kicks out. But now, here comes Mysterio, springboard crossbody, and Rey now picking up the pace with the head scissors takedown. And Rey Mysterio, a living legend of Lucha Libre, and he is picking things up here in this matchup. Now Rey climbing up onto the top rope. CM Punk back on his feet, and Rey this time connects with the senton. And Rey now in for the cover. Punk kicks out. But Rey Mysterio showing why he's such a beloved United States champion. As CM Punk now trying to get back on his feet. But Mysterio sizing up Punk, going for the drop kick. Punk though avoids it, and it's the swinging neck breaker. Rey Mysterio may have been sizing up for the 619 there. CM Punk though able to get out of harm's way, and now Punk has got Rey Mysterio where he wants him in the corner. Punk connects with the knee and the bulldog. That is vintage CM Punk right there. As Rey Mysterio is down, and Punk now could be looking to go high risk. CM Punk scaling the top rope, and Punk now could be looking for that elbow drop, but now here comes Mysterio springing up top. Mysterio now the Hurricanrana, but Punk caught him. Punk caught him again. He's got him up, and CM Punk dropping Rey Mysterio onto that turnbuckle post. And now Punk has got Mysterio, and a belly-to-back suplex right off the top. A hard landing there, and the cover. Rey gets the shoulder up, but CM Punk, a big move there, and now the challenger has got control of this matchup. As Rey Mysterio is down, Sin Cara looking on. CM Punk trying to win the United States Championship, and now he's locking in the Anaconda Vice. Anaconda Vice locked in on Rey Mysterio. Rey trying to fight out. He's got the cover on CM Punk. Punk kicks out. And now the roundhouse kick. Big roundhouse from CM Punk. Drops the champion. And now Punk onto the ring apron. CM Punk now sizing up Mysterio, and CM Punk, the springboard clothesline connects. CM Punk, one of the best wrestlers in PTW history, trying to add one more championship to his resume as he is calling for it. The Go to Sleep, the GTS, looking to put Rey Mysterio to bed here tonight. He's got him up. Rey counters. Beautiful counter by Mysterio. The arm drag right into the ropes. And Rey now looking for the 619. But Punk intercepts him with a lariat. Huge Western lariat from CM Punk. Catching out Rey Mysterio there, he was looking for the 619. But now CM Punk on the top rope and the elbow drop. And Punk now in for the cover. Rey kicks out. Challenger and champion putting it all on the line tonight for that United States Championship in our main event. CM Punk now back on his feet and waiting for Rey Mysterio to get up. CM Punk now picking him up. And Punk has got him on the shoulders for the GTS. But Mysterio another counter. Hurricanrana into the ropes. And Rey now looking to dial it up. Looking for the 619. He hits it. 619 to CM Punk. Punk is down. And Rey Mysterio could retain his championship right here. Sin Cara encouraging him as Rey looks for it. But there's John Moxley. Moxley's out here. And Sin Cara and Moxley blowing now. Rey knew Moxley would try to get involved, but now blowing with Sin Cara. But now Rey, he's caught on the shoulders by CM Punk. Punk's got him up for the GTS, but oh, there's AJ Styles. Styles a low blow. The ref didn't see it. And Rey Mysterio retains his championship. Blowing up CM Punk there. But now AJ Styles attacking CM Punk. The referee was distracted by Moxley and Sin Cara, but now Mysterio coming to the aid of Punk, throwing Styles to the outside. Rey Mysterio throwing AJ Styles to the outside. I mean, you know Rey Mysterio did not want to win that way, but here's Moxley. Moxley's got Mysterio for the paradigm shift, but now CM Punk has got him. And the GTS. GTS to John Moxley. Rey Mysterio and CM Punk were battling for the US Championship moments ago. But John Moxley and AJ Styles both trying to cost them that match. But now, a mutual respect between them. CM Punk and Rey Mysterio both fending off each other's rivals. AJ Styles and John Moxley sent running. Rey Mysterio and CM Punk, they put on a great match for the US title, but now they come together to face their rivals.